Now moving towards the exercise 8.2, we'll see the question first. We'll read it. Find the product of the following pairs of monomials. Now see here, in exercise 8.2, in exercise 8.2, we'll now what do we by monomials? See here, the monomials is nothing but, have you seen, you might have seen 5x square, 3y, 5y, you may say 8z, xy. Now what are these? See here, 5x square, 3y square, 5y, 8z, xy. Now in this, what are the monomials? What are the monomials? So these are the monomials. These are the monomials. These are the this is the no. This is not monomial. These are monomials. Why? Because see the coefficient of 5. Just go through it. See what is the coefficient of 5. What is the coefficient of 5? What is the coefficient of 3? What is the coefficient of 5? What are those? See here. Now in this, 5 is the 5 is the term, x square is the monomial, 5 is the coefficient, 5 is the coefficient, x square or y, or 5 is the coefficient and y is the monomial. So these are the monomials. Now they have said that, we'll read the question. I'll go through the question first. Find the product of the following pairs of monomials. Find the product. Now see here, what do you mean by product? Now what do you mean by product? See here, the product of 5 and 2. Product means you have to multiply. So this is the product. Now suppose, now in this exercise we have find the product. In case you have find the difference between 5 and 2. Now see here, the difference between 5 and 2 is 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. Okay, this is the difference. Now what is this? Product. Now you might see just like this. Find the sum of 5 and 2. The sum of 5 and 2 is 7. Sum of, difference, product. So see here, these are the basic things you must know. If you don't know, you can go through this, and to clear the basic concepts, I have been telling these things. These things are not are not mentioned in your textbook specially. So in future, when you'll go on solving any exercise or any of the questions, keep in mind that what is meant by product, what is meant by sum, what is meant by difference. So because of that, I have mentioned the actual example, or you may say I have solved the example. So these are the this was a small concept. So moving towards the exercise 8.2, find the product of the following pairs of monomials. Now see here, this is the monomial. This is the monomial which is giving which has given in the textbook. Now see here, we'll solve within few minutes. Within few minutes we'll solve all the questions. Now see here, in the very first, what do we have? We have 4 and 7. We have 4 and 7p. Now we have to find the product. Read the question very carefully. Find the product of the following pairs. Pairs matlab, I mean to say, pair means uh, you want to buy, if you go in shop to buy a pair of shoes. Do you buy a single shoe? Do you buy a single shoe? Do you buy a single shoe? No. You buy a pair of shoes, right? A pair of shoes. So keep in mind that pair means, now see here, these are the pair of two, these are the pair of pens. You can't say that these are pairs, this is a pair of two pens. No, pair means two. This is the pair of pens. This is a pair of one pair of pen, two pair of pen, right? So find the product of the following pairs of monomials. Now see here, this is the given monomial. We have to find the product. Now few minutes back what I have explained, what exactly is product. The product is 4 into 7p. Now what is 7 fours are, uh, what is 7 fours are 28, right? And what is this p? That's it. This is the required answer. The product of 4 and 7p is 28p. Moving towards the second example, minus 4p and 7p. See here, minus 4p and 7p. Now, do we have 4p over here? No. Do we have 7p? Yes, we have. Do we have minus 4p? Yes, we have 4p. Do we have 7p? Yes, we have 7p. Now see here, the coefficient of p is minus 4. The coefficient of p is 7. So while solving the answer, we have to find the product. So minus 4p into 7p. Now you might get confused that how to multiply p into p. I mean to say minus 4p into p into 7p, sorry. So first what do you do? Multiply this number, multiply these coefficients. 7 fours are 28, right? We'll write minus as it is the symbol. Now what about this p? P into p square. We have to find the product. So what I've told, the product means p into p square, and the remaining one was 7 into minus 4, so minus 28 p square. That's it. So this is the way to remove the product of the given monomials. Now what is the monomial? I have explained you. I'll write it once again. 4p into 7p is equals to 28p. Now this was the second one. There are five sub questions. Now moving towards the third one. Now see here, the third one. Now third one, what do we have? Minus 4p, minus 4p, 7pq. Now if we'll find the product, what we have to do, the basic thing is we have to multiply. So minus 4p into 7pq. Now equal to 7 fours are 28, p into p square. Do we have q over here? Do we have q over here? No, we don't have. So write q as it is. So the answer is 28p square q is the required answer. This is the required answer. See here, minus 4p, sorry, I'm extremely sorry, I forgot to give the symbol. Minus 4p into 7p cube. Now 7 fours are 28. Give the symbol. Don't forget to give the symbol. I made a mistake very firstly. So p into p square. P. Now, do we have q over here? No, we don't have. Then write q as it is. So this is the way to solve. Now we'll move towards the fourth one. Now we'll move towards the fourth one. We'll see the fourth one. 4p cube. 4p cube minus 3p. Minus 3p. Now see here, 4p cube minus 3p. Now what we have to do basically, we have to multiply 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. So we have minus symbol over here. So minus 12. Now we have p cube. P cube. We have p cube into p. Now see here, if I'll multiply p into p, we'll get p square, right? If I'll multiply p square into p, what will I get? What will I get? I'll get p cube. Why? We have the power 1 over here. If they have not given the index power, if they have not given, you have 1. So you might know or you may not know, in laws of indices they have said that if you multiply these while writing the answer, see here, I'll give the power to this base p. If you multiply this base, then you have to add these powers and you have to write base as it is, and you have to add 3 plus 1, that is p raised to 4. Similarly, see here, p cube into p cube into p. If they have not given any kind of power to the base p, by default it is 1. If the if it is positive, now this is positive, right? See here, p cube into p, I'll write p raised to 4. That's it. So this is the concept you must know, because in laws of indices they have mentioned that if you multiply like this, then the power of that two bases gets added in multiplication. So this is the basic thing you must know, and it is clearly mentioned in laws of indices, so no need to study separately. Now moving towards the fifth one. See, in the fifth one we have 4p and 0. 4p and 0. Now see here, anything into 0 is 0. Answer is 0. That's it. So this was the exercise 8.2, the first question. We have found out the product of the following pairs of monomials. So these are the monomials, these are the monomials, these are the monomials, these are the monomials, and we have found the product. Now in the second sub question of exercise 8.2, find the areas of rectangles. Find the areas of rectangles with the following pairs of monomials as their lengths and breadths respectively. Now see here, while solving this, first read the question very carefully. What students do mistakes? See, find the areas of rectangles with the following pairs of monomials as their lengths and breadths respectively. Now see here, this is the basic thing you must know. Find the area of rectangle. Now suppose this is the rectangle. And if I have the value 3 and I have the value 2 over here, now this is the rectangle A, B, C, D. I've given the any name, you can also rename it by any name. Now this length, suppose 3 units. Keep in mind, if there is no unit given to you in future, keep in mind that if you have no unit given in the textbook or any of the question paper or any of the competitive exams, remember that we have to give units if there is no, if they have not mentioned the unit. Suppose now you don't know, they have given the dimensions of rectangle 3 and 2. So 3 is the length, 2 is the breadth, right? And the question may arise in your mind that where is the unit, what 3? If you measure anything, suppose you are measuring your height, you will measure in the terms of what? You will measure in the terms of feet, you will measure in the terms of centimeters. Likewise, if someone does not provide you any kind of unit, any kind of units like centimeter, meter, millimeter, kilometers, whatever, directly write units, right? By default you have to write units, 3 units, 2 units. Now coming towards the actual main point, uh, the reason behind to give this example was, suppose this is the rectangle, and if you want to find the area of this rectangle, you know the area of rectangle a b c d. The area of rectangle ABCD is length. Now this is the length. Now obviously these are equal, right? Opposite sides are equal. So this is length and this is breadth, right? 3 into 2, 5, 5 unit. And suppose you have centimeter over here. Now centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square, right? While writing units, you can write only units. But the thing is, when you unit square, you can also write unit square also. But if they'll provide any kind of units like centimeter, meter, you have to multiply. Suppose we have centimeter over here, you have centimeter over here, you have to multiply it and you have to write it here, centimeter square, if they have provided you the unit. Now see here, find the areas of rectangle with the following pairs of monomials. As now, are you clear with this? Are you clear with this? Here, this is the rectangle. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. This is the length. This is the breadth. This I have assumed a value over here. You can assume any value. Obviously, the length is greater than breadth in rectangle. So I have taken 3 units and here 2 units. So length into breadth. The formula of finding the area of rectangle is length into breadth. L into B. L into B. So this is the basic formula of rectangle you must know. Now moving towards the exercise, they have given, see like this, the first question is, now see here, read the question very carefully. Find the areas of rectangles with the following pairs of monomials as their lengths and breadths respectively. Now see here, in that question, in the main question, they have mentioned that lengths and breadths respectively. So lengths and breadths, breadth. This is the breadth. So length and breadth. See here, find the areas of rectangle with following pairs of monomials. These are the monomials as their lengths and breadths are respectively given in that question. Now, so first this is the question. Now see here, P is the length, Q is the breadth. So area of rectangle is equals to length into breadth. Now why I have taken the length? Now see here, I'll write equal to P into Q, right? P into Q. Now why I have taken the length as P, breadth as Q? Why? Because in question they have mentioned lengths and breadths. First, lengths and breadths respectively. If they would have given breadths and lengths respectively, so P could have become breadth, Q could have become length. So in question they have mentioned lengths and breadth. So P is length, Q is breadth. So area of rectangle, length into breadth, we have substituted the value. So this is PQ. The area of rectangle is PQ. Now see here, just before this example I had drawn one rectangle and I have said you that you have to write unit square if they have not given the unit. But here they didn't provide any kind of unit. They have to find out the product of monomials, that is given monomial P and Q, and you have to find the area of rectangle. So they have not told that uh, write units or write the units, or they have not provided any kind of unit. So this was the first example. Now moving towards the second example. Moving towards the second example, we have 10m. Let me see, 10m and 5n, right? Am I right? Yes. So in question they have mentioned that lengths and breadths respectively, lengths and breadths respectively. So area of rectangle, area of rectangle area of rectangle is equals to length into breadth. First write the formula. Right? What is length? We have 10m. What is breadth? We have 5n. Now as I've told, 5 tens are 50, m into n, mn. So this is the area of required rectangle. This is the area of the required rectangle. Now similarly, we'll move towards the third one. What is the third one? 20x square into 5y square. 20x square and 5y square. Now you might get confused. We have up till now we didn't have x square. 20x means to the base x and power 2, y to the base and power 2. So you need to worry. So this is the length, this is the breadth. Now why this is the length, this is the breadth, they have given in the question, as I've told you. Now area of rectangle is equals to length into breadth, right? What do we have length? We have 20x square. What do we have breadth? 5y square. Now 20 into 5, 100. X square into y square, x square y square. So this is the required area of rectangle of the given question. Now moving towards the fourth one. Let's see what is 4x and 3x square. 4x and 3x square. Now this is the length, this is the breadth, area of a rectangle is equals to length into breadth. What is length? We have 4x. What is breadth? We have 3x square. Now see here, 4 threes are, we have 12, x into x square, x cube. Why? Because x cube, x square into x. While multiplying the power of these two bases, the power of this base, now power of this x is 2. The power of x is not given, but by default it is 1. So if you multiply, these both gets added and it becomes 3. So it is 12x square. Now moving towards the last and best question of the second sub question, 3mn and 4np. 3mn and 4np. I'll solve it over here only. I have a little bit space. I'll write it over here, fifth one. It's quite easy and you need not need lot of space. So 3mn and 4np. Now this is length, this is breadth. Area of a rectangle is equals to length into breadth, right? So what is the length over here? We have 3mn, right? We have 3mn and 4np. Now 3 fours are 12, 3 fours are 12. Do we have m in of of in the term, this term? Do we have m? No. Write m. Do we have n? Yes, we have. N into n, n square, n into n, n square, n into n, n square. Do we have p? No. So this is the required answer of the fifth one. So this was the sub question second one in exercise 8.2. We have solved. See here, I can solve this question within few seconds. Within few seconds, I need not need this much more of time, just because of the better understanding of students, a better understanding of learners. I have written this written this B, area of rectangle and into breadth, 4 into this one and this one. So required answer is this one. I could have told you the main concept and could have written directly the answers, but the thing is, you have to understand each and everything. By practicing more and more, you'll get this. So that's why I have written this L, so that you should not get confused. So L into breadth, length into breadth. What is length? Why I have taken length this one? Why I have taken the breadth this one? In every question, why I have taken the length and breadth that only? Just because they have mentioned clearly in the question that find the areas of rectangles with the following pairs of monomials as their lengths and breadths. Lengths and breadths are respectively. So this was the second question. Now in the the third question, you need to refer the next upcoming video after this one. So thank you for watching this video, and if you have any kind of suggestions, if you have any kind of doubts, please do comment, because whatever doubt you have, I can solve it easily. I will respond you within 24 to 48 hours. Don't worry. I have also mentioned my WhatsApp number in the description of the previous videos. So you can get in touch with me directly by calling or message or texting me on WhatsApp. Thank you.